Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Jump Rope to Freedom. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a review of this Fila short-handled jump rope. If you haven't had a chance yet, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and consider sharing this channel and this video with somebody you know. All right, let's get into it. This is the classic speed rope from Fila, the Fila classic speed rope unboxing. It's a 9-foot cable long PVC jump rope. Feels like it's pretty good. I remember getting the suggestion from somebody who watches the channel to review this months ago. So this is what the box looks like. It gives you, ends up giving you some directions on how to size the rope, which is always nice. So we'll go ahead and get into it. Best thing to do, I think, is to cut it open from the back here. There we go. All right. That loosens it up. Now, we got these. It's pretty well in there. These things always annoy me, or they always are difficult to get into these clasps, but I think it's to make sure people can't steal them in the stores. Alright, got that off. Got those out of the way. Actually have a lot longer handles than I thought they would. Always, I would rather have a rope that is packaged in a circular fashion because it might be hard to get the kinks out of it, but this rope seems pretty pliable, pretty flexible, and it comes with a rubber band type thing around it. So that's it. Pretty basic. We'll see. So it doesn't have a cap on the end of the handle, so it looks like this is how you adjust it. Pretty standard for most PVC ropes. And the cord looks like it's a 5mm cord. I don't think it said anything on the box. I can't tell just from looking at it. Might be, I'm not sure. But this is pretty simple unboxing here. This is the Fila classic speed rope. The handles are pretty light. The rope is pretty light as well, so we'll see how it performs. Give it a few months of use and then do a comprehensive review on it. Thanks for tuning in. After using this rope for a couple months, the first thing that I'm going to talk about that I like about this rope is the price point. Most jump ropes like this, I don't think should cost any more than around $10, if that. And this rope comes in at $9.99. It is simple, but it is very cheap. And I think that you get a lot of value for what you pay for this rope. I'm going to talk about the performance a little bit later, but I like the price point on this rope. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing extravagant, and the price point reflects that. So price is the first thing that I like about this rope. I do like the handles on this rope. They are a little bit longer than most short-handled jump ropes, but they are sturdy, and you might see here that the name doesn't rub off here. I get thrown under the bus a lot from talking about this, mainly because of a rope review that I did about a year ago, and I catch a lot of flack for that, but I think that when a company does the small things right, it's indicative of them doing most things right and trying to get their product buttoned down to the point where there aren't any quality problems with it. So I do like the handles. They are sturdy, they're a little bit longer, and they're a little bit easier to maneuver. The name doesn't come off easily, and also the handle gets a little bit bigger down toward the end so that you can grip the handle at the end, and it makes it have a more ergonomic feel. This rope is heavier than I thought it would be for a short handle 5mm rope. But what I do like about this rope is the feedback. The feedback cuts both ways. Sometimes with it being a little bit heavier, it can be a bit harder to do intermediate tricks where you're having to rotate the rope and turn the rope more quickly. But especially for side swings, I like this rope. This rope gives a lot of feedback. Feedback is also important if you are a beginner and you have just started jumping rope. You want a rope with a good amount of feedback so that you can feel where the rope is. I like this rope's value a lot. Value has a lot to do with price, or it's related to price, but I think that this rope offers a lot of value for what you pay. You can do a good amount with it, and it doesn't cost very much. So I think that this is a good rope for someone who is looking to get into jump rope, but they're not sure and they don't want to go and spend a couple $100s on one of the more higher end jump ropes, but they want to get into it, see what their barrier to entry is, and see if they'll like it. This would be a rope that would be good for that, and I think it offers a lot of value in that regard. I'll talk a little bit about some cons. There aren't too many things that I don't like about this jump rope. The weight can be pretty difficult to get used to, especially if you're someone like me who likes to use a long handle freestyle rope with a 4mm cord. This rope can be tough to get used to. It took me a few tries to be able to get a double under crossover with this rope. I tried once when I first got it, and it wasn't working for me, so I left it alone, and then I was able to do it later on when I really practiced it. But the weight can be something that is difficult to get used to, especially if you are accustomed to using lighter ropes. And I think this rope is heavier than most short-handled jump ropes that I've used, like the Punk rope and the Elite SRS Boxer 3.0. This rope has a good bit of weight to it. The weight and the feedback is a sword that cuts both ways. If you are not necessarily concerned about turning the rope more quickly and doing intermediate to advanced level tricks, then I think that the weight is good for you. But if you're somebody who likes to do freestyle, this rope may be a little bit too heavy. The only things I can do with it are the basic level tricks, and I don't think that this rope is designed for anybody who wants to do the intermediate level tricks. Alright, I'm gonna get into the review here and talk about the quality of this rope. I give this rope a 4 out of 5 for quality. It is a regular run-of-the-mill PVC jump rope. There's no rope in the middle of the cord. There's no nylon in the middle of the cord that can make it more robust. It is regular run-of-the-mill, and the price reflects that. I think that the handles are well made. They're sturdy. There's nothing special about them, but they do hold up well in more difficult exercise sessions. The name doesn't wear off. I think that this is a huge point. A lot of times it's indicative of what companies pay attention to, if they pay attention to the small things. But in my position, my perspective, everything matters, and it's a deal on craftsmanship. It's an indication of craftsmanship. And I think that if you have someone who's not paying attention to the small details, then they're probably not paying attention to anything. So I like that they seem to pay attention to the name on the handle and it not rubbing off. Again, I get thrown under the bus a lot about making comments like that, but that's just something that I believe in, and that's my perspective. Right, wrong, or indifferent, you don't have to agree, you don't have to disagree. It's just something that I talk about on this channel and something that I put out in my reviews. For being a regular run-of-the-mill PVC jump rope, I think the quality is good. Again, this is a 4 out of 5 jumps for quality. For performance, I give this rope a 3 out of 5. I was struggling between a 3 and a 4. I don't think the performance on this rope is bad, but it does take some getting used to. It is quite heavy for a standard short handle 5mm cord jump rope. Once you get used to it, I think the performance is good, but it does take some getting used to, and it was a bit of a surprise the first time I used it. So I think the performance is decent. 3 out of 5 I think is a good score. One area where I think that this rope performs well is in doing side swings, because you can really feel the feedback and the weight of the rope, and that can help with your shoulder and upper body development. Price to value, there is not much to say about price to value. This is a 5 out of 5. I think that they could probably charge a little bit more for this rope. Ropes like these, I don't think they should cost any more than around anywhere between $10 and $15. Over $10 is kind of pushing it. And I think that this rope is priced appropriately. They might be able to get a couple more dollars for it. I think it performs reasonably well, and the value that you get for $9.99, I think that you get a little bit more value than that. Price to value is a 5 out of 5 jumps. I think that this rope is priced well for what you get for it. Versatility, I give this rope a 3 out of 5 jumps for versatility. The most versatile jump ropes that I have seen on the market are the long handle 4mm freestyle ropes, like the Elite SRS Fit Plus. They are designed to be able to do a plethora of intermediate to advanced tricks while still being able to conduct standard conventional exercise sessions. That's where ropes like these short handle jump ropes fall a little bit short, because they have a thicker cord and because the handles are a bit shorter than a long handle jump rope. But that's no fault of the jump rope on its own. It's not designed to be a more versatile jump rope. But with that being said, I gotta score it appropriately. 3 out of 5 jumps. I think where this rope falls short in the versatility category is that the handles are shorter, it's a thicker cord, but also because it is heavy. It is heavier than most short handle jump ropes that I've used in the past, and I think that that takes away and it detracts from your ability to maneuver the rope quickly and do more things. You're going to be fairly limited to what you can do with this rope. The main things and the only things that I can do with this rope for the most part are those standard boxer style and conventional jump rope moves, the basic bounce, alternate foot step. The most complicated move that I can do with this jump rope is probably the double under crossover. A 3 out of 5 for versatility. Ease of use, like price to value, ease of use is where this rope shines. It gets a 5 out of 5 jumps. It is easy to adjust. There is nothing that you need to do once you unbox the rope other than to size it, which only takes a few seconds to a few minutes. It's very easy to size as well. All you have to do is work with this clamp here and size it, and it's good to go. There are no special tools that need to be purchased, or you don't have to get a set of wire cutters in order to appropriately size this rope. The other thing I like about it is that the excess can be hidden inside the handle, which is nice. If these handles were any shorter, there would be more excess coming out. You'd have to cut them away. The only things that you need to size this rope: regular scissors, office scissors. Most people have a pair of scissors in their house. You can use that, or you can use a knife. If you put it down on the table, you can slice the knife down. It cuts right through the PVC cord. No boiling needs to occur with this. You don't have to put it in a pot of water or in the sink with some hot water on it. You don't have to do any of that. So a 5 out of 5 for ease of use. Once you get this rope out of the box, it is very easy to use and there are no issues with it whatsoever. If you get this rope, I think that the best way to get a good use out of this rope is if you put it through regular workout sessions. This is not a good rope for freestyle tricks. It's not a good rope for doing speed double unders. It's not a good rope for CrossFit. This, in my mind, is a good rope for someone who is just starting out with jump rope and they don't want to spend a lot of money, and they're worried that they may not like it and that they might be out a lot of money if they invest in an expensive jump rope and they end up not liking it. I think this rope is good for beginners. I think once you get it, putting it through regular workouts, doing the standard basic jump rope moves like the basic bounce, boxer step, alternate foot step. This rope is pretty good for learning double unders as well, because it is a bit heavier, but it's not too heavy, so you can get your double under form down and you can get that muscle memory that you need to master double unders. And you can use this rope for double unders as a stair step to move into using a CrossFit double under rope, where it's lighter and you're able to do double unders more quickly and longer because the rope is lighter. You can also use this rope for warming up, doing a warm up before you use another rope. So for instance, if you were doing a workout with the cross rope, or you're doing a workout with some double under ropes, you could use this rope just to warm up. It's nice and heavy, so you can get that feel, you can get your blood flowing, you can get that muscle memory going, and then you can move into your workout, into your regular workout. I think that doing a lot of side swings with this rope would be a great way to build your upper body. Like I've been saying in this review, this rope, it's not as heavy as a quarter-pound cross rope or any other cross ropes, but it is heavier than any other short-handled jump rope that I've used in the past. I'm not sure why or how it is. Maybe it's the handles that are heavier, but the feedback that you get from this is tremendous. And if you're looking for a rope that gives you good feedback and that you can use to build up your upper body, you'll be able to do that a lot with a lot of side swings. You can do some squat jumps as well for a real full body workout. So I think that if you like heavier ropes but you're not into weighted ropes, this rope would be good and you can get a lot of value out of it. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for tuning into this review. I really appreciate the continued support that you show to this channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel with your friends. If you want to show support to this channel, you can check out the support section of the video description. You can do things like sign up for Cash App with my link and we'll both make a little bit of money. You can shop through my Amazon link. You can donate to the channel through the thank button. I think you can donate as little as $1. And there are a lot of other ways, if you're feeling generous and feeling like you want to support, that you can support the channel. All right, everybody, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, jump rope to freedom. Peace. Thanks for your support. Take care.